Hi, this is Shay, and we are starting a video series called Tax Education for Truck Drivers. The first video is Common Tax Forms Filed by Owner-Operators. This video is again for owner-operators, so you may be asking yourself, am I an owner-operator? Well, let's answer that question right now. If you received a W-2 from the businesses that you drive for, then no, you are not a owner-operator. You are considered a company driver, okay? However, if you received a 1099 miscellaneous income form or a 1099 MISC, yes, you are an owner-operator. Owner-operators are considered independent contractors. They are an individual that is in business for themselves. They provide goods or services to an individual or another business. They are a separate business entity and it's not an employee of a business, okay? So again, owner-operators are independent contractors. That is why you receive the 1099 MISC as opposed to a W-2 form. Now, the forms that we will be going over, they are some forms everyone has to fill out, for instance, the 1040 form, but there are other forms or schedules that we will discuss that are their conditions or they aren't applicable to everyone. This video is just an overview, but there will be subsequent videos where we will dig deeper and go more in depth in those forms and schedules so that you can determine whether or not they are for you and if you need to file them with your 1040 tax return. So let's start with the 1040 tax return. It's a form that's used by taxpayers to file their annual income tax. Next common tax form is a Schedule C. On the top it says profit or loss from business. This schedule is to report income or loss from your business that you operated and you are practicing as a sole proprietor. So as an independent contractor, as an owner-operator, not only are you an independent contractor, you are also seen as a sole proprietor or a business owner, okay? And if you weren't aware of it, surprise. The next form is Form 4562. And this is the depreciation and amortization form. It's a form that's used to claim deductions for the depreciation or amortization of a piece of property. Next is the Schedule SE. It says self-employment tax on the top of the schedule. It is used to figure the tax due on net earnings for self-employment. This is where, because on the W-2, if you've received W-2s before, you can see that some of the taxes withheld, not only is it the federal tax, but also Medicare and Social Security taxes as well. Well, as an independent contractor, businesses do not take that out. You are responsible for paying it because if you receive a W-2, you pay a portion of it and also the business that or the employer you work for pays a portion too. However, as an independent contractor, the business does not take anything out. You are responsible for reporting the self-employment tax, and it's just accumulated over the year based on your net earnings. Again, the net earnings, not your gross earnings, but your net earnings. Another common form is Form 2290 or 2290. It's the Heavy Highway Vehicle Use Tax Return. Now for this tax return, it should have been filed. Oh, this is for drivers who has a vehicle that weighs at least 55,000 pounds or more. Okay, so if you have you are a driver and your vehicle when you transport, it's 55,000 pounds or more, you are responsible for the heavy highway vehicle use tax. And it's supposed to be filed for the period of July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019. This form should have been filed on August 31st. If you did not do it, it's okay. We will definitely discuss it like I talked about before, so that if you are or if you need to file it, that's something we can talk about further. Another form is the 2441. This is if you have children. It's the child independent care, to report child independent care expenses on your 1040 form. Lastly, the Schedule EIC, or the Earned Income Credit form, that is a schedule, again, if you have children that are considered qualified dependents. You would fill out this form so that it can be reported on your 1040. And that is it. These are the common tax forms filed by owner-operators. And again, as I said before in the beginning, that for instance, the 1040, yes, that's a form that every independent contractor, or not just independent contractor, that everyone has to file in order to file your taxes. But the other forms and schedules we talked about are applicable to some. We will have videos to dig deeper into those forms so that you can determine whether or not you need to file it with your 1040. Next up in the Tax Education for Truck Drivers series is the Schedule C. We will be discussing it, but we will be paying close attention to Part 2, the expenses. And the reason we're starting there is it will take the most time to organize, because that's where you need to start gathering your receipts, and that's your action step. Begin gathering your business expense receipts, all of them. And so that's why we're starting with the Schedule C first, focusing on Part 2, the expenses, because that will take the most time. If you have any questions or you need help, give us a call at 682-233-3087 or send an email at sparktaxservices@gmail.com. This has been Shay. Have a great day.